Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're tuning in today because we are tackling a massive, literally game-changing topic, AI in dropshipping. Look, AI is everywhere right now, right? It writes our emails, generates, endless cat memes, and lately it's promising to totally revolutionize how we find winning products while we sleep. But as someone who loves getting into the weeds, I really want to cut through that hype. Today, our focus is squarely on exploring the leading AI tools for dropshipping product research heading into 2025 and 2026. We're going to separate the genuine game changers from the gimmicks and find the tools that actually work for your business.
Okay, let's dive into this because this quote perfectly captures the state of the industry right now. Some are genuinely helpful, while others are just search bars duct taped to ChatGPT. I mean, it's so relatable, isn't it? We've all tested software that promised the world and delivered absolutely nothing. But here's why this really matters. In 2025, your product research can't just be based on luck anymore. Choosing the wrong product, it costs you precious time, wasted ad spend, and honestly, your sanity. But getting it right using the right data, that's literally the difference between a few random orders and building a real sustainable business.
I want you to really think about how we used to do this, the old manual way of finding trends. It meant spending hours just endlessly scrolling TikTok, digging through Reddit threads, and essentially trusting your gut feelings. It was exhausting and, frankly, highly inaccurate. But the 2026 reality, it's a whole different ballgame. The market just moves way too fast for human intuition alone now. Today's reality demands AI that doesn't just guess, but actually tracks live market data and, get this, adjusts your pricing on the fly based on what competitors are doing. That is the new standard.
So here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll be hitting 1. The AI dropshipping reality, 2. How we evaluate AI, 3. The heavyweight automators, 4. Trend and ad trackers, 5. Free and creative tools, and finally, 6. Smart strategies. All right, section 1, the AI dropshipping reality, why trends don't wait around. Because trends spike and just vanish in a matter of days now, we need to clearly define what we're actually looking for here. What is a true AI dropshipping tool? Well, actually, scratch that. It's not just a chatbot. Real AI platforms track live market data across massive sites like AliExpress, Amazon, and Meta. They spot those unsaturated trends way before the crowd arrives. And the really exceptional ones, they go even farther. They automatically adjust your pricing and sync fulfillment data directly across your storefronts. It's like having an always-on, always-watching digital business partner. Moving on to section 2, how we evaluate AI, filtering the noise. So the crucial point is to filter out the hundreds of tools claiming to find winning products. Every single tool on our curated list of 14 had to pass 4 really strict pillars. First up, accuracy. Does it spot trends that actually convert into real sales? Second, usability. Is the dashboard something you're actually going to want to open every day, or does it look like a clunky spreadsheet from 2008? Third, value. We heavily prioritize tools with generous free tiers or at least pricing models that make logical sense for solar sellers. And fourth, bonus features. Things like ad monitoring, auto listing, or deep TikTok analysis. Those earned major extra points. Section 3, the heavyweight automators. Premium suites that do it all. Now, what's really interesting about these premium suites is they're designed to take the manual labor completely out of the equation. Take EaseInc, for example. It's a prime example of an always-on employee. They aren't just riding this recent AI wave, they've been doing automation for a long time. Today, they offer an intelligent repricing engine that tweaks your listings based on market conditions, plus livestock tracking and fully automated fulfillment built specifically for eBay and Amazon sellers. It's actively working in the background 24/7 to keep you competitive in these incredibly fast-moving marketplaces. Let's walk through how our top 3 heavyweights stack up, because it really shows how they serve very different platform needs and budgets. We just talked about EasyDink, which totally dominates the eBay and Amazon space with auto fulfillment starting around $50 a month. But then look at Dropship.io. It takes a totally different route. It focuses exclusively on Shopify, and it'll actually auto-build niche stores for you while tracking Facebook ads. Wild, right? Then you have Sell the Trend, which uses its Nexus engine to push products directly to Shopify or WooCommerce with a single click. The big takeaway here? Just choose the heavyweight that directly aligns with the specific platform you want to build on. Let's move to section 4 and see how this builds. Trend and ad trackers, spying on the competition. Sometimes you don't need a tool to build your entire store. You just need to know exactly what creatives are driving clicks for your competitors. If you want top-tier ad intelligence, this breakdown is exactly what you need. Manea is an absolute beast for this. It lets you search through over 200 million ad creatives across Facebook, TikTok, and Pinterest, complete with a top 100 radar that updates every 8 hours. 200 million, that's insane. Winning Hunter is another fantastic paid option offering live ad discovery and TikTok Creative Center integration. And if your main goal is going viral, DS Spy is fantastic. It actually predicts virality and scores TikTok trends in real time, right alongside AliExpress data.
But remember, finding a hot ad or a cool product is really only step one. You absolutely have to validate it. I want to briefly shout out Glitching AI and Dropshipping Copilot here. These are totally essential tools for validating those discovered trends with hard data. Glitching AI gives you deep market saturation data, so you know if a niche is too crowded, and it even writes your ad scripts. Meanwhile, Dropshipping Copilot hands you incredible supplier comparisons to ensure you're getting the absolute best margins possible before you even think about launching.
All right, Section 5, Free and Creative Tools. High impact on a budget. For all the solo sellers out there who maybe aren't quite ready to drop cash on a massive monthly software subscription right out of the gate, we've grouped together the absolute best free and freemium finders. The AliExpress Dropshipping Center is completely free with any account, and it offers really powerful image-based searches. Cincy GPT gives you awesome ChatGPT-powered supplier suggestions for zero cost. Dropship is a 100% free, super lightweight AI chatbot that is just brilliant for bouncing around niche ideas. And Eleotron offers solid freemium cross-market validation. Now, yes, it's true, these tools require a bit more manual input and prompting from you compared to the heavyweights, but come on, they offer undeniable value for literally zero upfront cost. And once you find that product, presentation is everything. I love how these two tools contrast different sides of the creative process. On one hand, you have Flare.ai handling your visuals. It's a visual generator that lets you create bulk AI images, videos, and even stunning on-model photography from basic stock photos. On the other hand, Quoa.ai is your copy optimizer. It perfects your written AI listings, generates hyper-realistic reviews for social proof, and dials in your SEO for platforms like Amazon and Etsy. Using them together, it's literally like having a studio-quality marketing team on a shoestring budget. Which brings us to Section 6, Smart Strategies and Pitfalls, the reality check. Here is the harsh truth, folks. Even the smartest, most insanely expensive AI tools in the world cannot fix a fundamentally poor business strategy. So how do we actually squeeze maximum value out of these tools? You follow these 4 actionable steps. Step 1, never rely on just one interface. Always combine a product finder with a separate image or ad tool. Step 2, this one is absolutely vital. Run manual keyword checks before blindly trusting any AI's trending label. Step 3, use reverse image searches to cross-check your supplier's quality and see exactly who else is selling it. And step 4, always test product demand outside of the platform before you launch. You have to externally verify what the AI is telling you. And this brilliantly illustrates why you need to be careful, because if you ignore those steps, you are going to hit these critical pitfalls. Relying on just one tool and calling it research is a fast track to failure. Copy-pasting AI product descriptions without editing them, that makes your brand look robotic and cheap. Choosing products solely because they spiked this week often means you're buying into a fad that's already dying out. Never ignore supplier reliability or shipping times just because the profit margin looks juicy on paper. Ultimately, the biggest mistake is letting AI take the lead and make all the decisions. AI should always be treated as your extremely capable assistant, never your boss. Take the insights, for sure, but trust your gut. Which brings us to a final, slightly provocative thought to leave you with today. As we look at this fast-approaching 2025 and 2026 reality, if AI finds the product, builds the store, and runs the ads, who is really working for who, right? It is such an amazing shift to ponder. Your role as an entrepreneur is rapidly evolving from doing the daily manual labor to becoming the strategic director of your automated tools. It's just a fascinating time to be building a business. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, keep testing, and I'll see you in the next one.